First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Hey, tempo, tempo, tempo. Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Come on, tempo, tempo.
They will run it. It's McKissick looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tempo, tempo.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's McKissick. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock in with the grab over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Come on, in and out. Come on, tempo. Hey, watch 16, boys.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go to work. Tempo, baby. Let's go to work. Come on. Take it to the right. Hey.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Baldwin. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Zebra. 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Let's go get another one. Come on. Let's go in and out. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 is the mic. Run it. Right here. Hey. Pop, motion. Mark that.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 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 hey. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Gotta go, gotta go. They're running. Go ahead, baby, go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Come on, come on.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he'll find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Gotta go. Red's up. Hey, 4 down. Hey, 18. Red's up.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Red's up. Blue. 50. Hey, 18.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Gotta go, gotta go. Four down, four down. Hide. He's crashed. There you go, you see it. Red, up. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Red, up.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Hurry.
On first down, they run with Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Byron Maxwell, the corner, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Red's up. Red's up. Red's up.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Red's up.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Then don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Oh, let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Oh, let's go. In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's go, let's go. Tight end right, tight end right.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Four down. Shine.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
14. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On second down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Janikowski bangs it through. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nazir Jones getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Red, up.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go.
They'll run with McKissick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Akeem Hicks with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw on second down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tempo. Hey, tempo. Tempo, tempo. 12.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Red, up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Trubisky. And they look up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll lock into the grab over the middle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
58, boys, 58. 14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
We got 4. Gotta go. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There. 12.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Last stop. I'll go special. Right, 58, right there.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Single. 12.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over there, single receiver. Watch 84. I got it.
Wilson going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Shotgun.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Trubisky to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, in and out, let's go. Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, 14. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Tempo. Hey, man, watch the boot.
They'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Marshall with time running out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing now is Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Hey! Red's up! Red's up! Check! 4 down! Blue.
Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Trubisky on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got it with the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man is Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Red, up. Red, up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
18.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. That goes for a gain of 31. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
Blue. Red, up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First down, Trubisky, flush to his right. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Red, up. Blue.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Hurry.
Watch the twist.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Red, up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.